The Wrestling Federation Chief Brij Bhushan's media briefing at noon is going to be taking place. This is now confirmed. We had earlier told you that this was a likely press conference that was going to be taking place at 12 noon. Now the information that we're bringing to you is that it's confirmed because Brij Bhushan in a Facebook post has confirmed it at the fact that he's going to be taking this press conference at noon. He says that the political conspiracy to conspire against the wrestling body will be exposed. We're crossing over to CNN News 18's Uttar Pradesh Bureau Chief to tell us more. Pranchu, so now we do have confirmation that Brij Bhushan is going to be speaking to the media at 12, and we seem to have an understanding of the line that he's going to be taking because he's saying that a political conspiracy to conspire against the wrestling body will be exposed. Tell us more about the Facebook post.
Yes, that's right, Aisha. See, just a while back we were discussing and saying that how Brij Bhushan is trying to change the entire line in this allegations against him, and he's clearly going fall back on a political defense, and that's the argument. See, Brij Bhushan lobby is saying that if there are solid evidence, strong allegations of sexual exploitation against him or any other members of the wrestling federation, they should be supported, endorsed by supporting evidences. And till this point in time, we haven't seen the players coming out with any sort of evidences in terms of a text chat, screenshots, videos, or photographs. That is one difference which is being made by Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. The second point he's trying to point out is that there is a constant political conspiracy, probably trying to indicate towards a possible lobby war within the wrestling federation. Because you talk to the people associated to wrestling federation, and they'll say that there is a lobby war that is in form of UP versus Haryana. Because of late, most of the focus of Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has been in Uttar Pradesh. The wrestling federation's training program for women athletes that was brought to Uttar Pradesh, and that has also seen a lot of resistance. Then one of his decision that any player, even if he has played Olympics or the Commonwealth Games in the past, he needs to play the national games in order to be endorsed or entitled for playing the next World Championship. That has been one reason why his supporters say that many players have been annoyed with him. We also saw yesterday that one of the girls, women athletes from Uttar Pradesh, came out openly in defense of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. So I think Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is now firmly in the mood not to resign under pressure, wait for what his political bosses have said, and dig in the heels and wait for the wrestling federation to hold a meeting. I think he also has a sense that many within the wrestling federation are probably with him, and that's also a reason why protesting players have been demanding the resignation of not just Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh, but the abolition or dissolving of the entire wrestling federation. So what Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh is now trying to do is play a political ball game and try and pin a blame on the players and try to indicate that there is probably a political lobby, which is inciting and provocating the players against him.
Is he pointing any fingers at who is orchestrating this entire alleged political conspiracy?
Well, we'll have to wait for what Mr. Brij Bhushan has to say in that press conference. But as I told you, I have been speaking to people who have been close to Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who are aware of how the conduct of the Kushti Federation has been going on. And their argument is that, there is clearly a lobby war that is going on, probably, indicating towards Haryana lobby versus the Uttar Pradesh lobby. It is not wise to take names here, but people close to Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, they have also been talking about one major, industrialist accusing him of saying that, he has a lot of interest in wrestling federation. He wants to take it over, and therefore conspiracies are being hatched against Mr. Singh. What is truth is not clear. We'll have to wait for Mr. Singh to come out and talk, whether he takes any individual names or whether he makes just vague assertions of a political conspiracy. Meanwhile, a lot will also depend upon what sort of arguments are tabled by the protesting players when they meet the minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur, whether they can actually come forward with any sort of evidence today, because players yesterday were saying that, they have very concrete evidences. At least 10 to 12 major players have faced sexual exploitation. So yes, there is also a strong possibility that some sort of strong, supporting evidence is put forth by the protesting players. What happens is still not clear, but we can clearly tell our viewers that this is a very fast, developing story. Mr. Bhushan at the moment trying to dig in his heels, trying to project a very strong picture, but clearly he is also on a very slippery wicket, because a lot also remains upon how his political bosses, what Mr. Party President Mr. Nadda or Union Home Minister Amit Shah, the other top party bosses have to say on this entire issue. But he's to send out a message that he still has a very firm grip on the wrestling federation, and reason why he is now making the allegations of a political openly, media to come listen to him at 12 noon today.
Absolutely, Pranshu. One more follow-up question for you. Would you be able to tell us more about the initial response that he had when these allegations came out?
Well, yes, yesterday and before that, Mr. Bhushan seemed to be a bit on a defense, but he did say that, if any of these allegations are proven true, I'll hang up, I'll commit suicide. So I think the strongest argument and why he's feeling a bit, more strengthened is that till this point in time, even after allegations being made and more than 48 hours have passed, no evidence has emerged, no picture has emerged, no text chat, no screenshot, no video has emerged, which can actually justify that, Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was into this scandal of sexual exploitation of female players or anyone else in the wrestling federation. So I think is the big reason why Mr. Singh feels a bit more empowered, and I think over the past, especially past 24 hours, when he was incommunicado, he was not talking to media. Probably he was busy, contacting and taking all his federation members in confidence, trying to convince his political bosses. And after doing that exercise, he decides to come forward and talk to the media. So clearly, past 24 hours would have been quite crucial as far as his lobbying, his strategy is concerned. And I think now we are getting a glimpse of his strategy. His strategy is clear to play a political victim card. Whether the political victim card could actually help Mr. Bhushan at this moment, that needs to be seen, Aisha, because the players too are quite confident about their cause, and they clearly believe that they are just in demanding the sacking of Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. So a lot depends upon first what happens in the meeting of the protesting players with Mr. Anurag Thakur, Union Minister there in Delhi in a short while from now. And depending also upon that, what Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has to say when he holds that press conference at 12 noon.
Absolutely, Pranshu. Thank you so much for joining us and for bringing us all of those important details. We're also crossing over to CNN News 18's Nikhil Lakwani to bring us more. Nikhil, what we're understanding is that it's now confirmed that Brij Bhushan is going to be speaking to the media at noon today. Now, a line about what his stance is likely to be has come out because in his Facebook post, he's saying that a political conspiracy to conspire against the wrestling body will be exposed. Tell us more about what your sources are telling you about this information.
Well, Aisha, so far what we do know is that he's going to hold a press conference as mentioned by Pranshu Mishra as well at about 12 p.m. this morning in Nawabganj, Gonda, and clearly he has shifted the entire controversy over the political conspiracy is what is he at least now saying. And if you remember, there was this notice which was being served to him by Sports Ministry, and the time was given was about for 72 hours, and clearly the further the note which was sent to the WFI president, it further says that until the the revert is filed within 72 hours, if no revert is filed, then they are going to initiate the action against the federation, against the president as well. So now we need to see that what the president Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is going to say with the media, because until now there were many of the people, there were many of the corners and the sections of the people who were saying that since he is from the Bharatiya Janata Party, so he cannot even say about the political conspiracy. But now it seems that he is shifting the entire controversy over the political conspiracy now, and he is also somewhere hinting about the lobby which is currently taking place inside the Federation of the Wrestlers. So now we need to see at about 12 p.m. that what is the statement which is given by him in front of the media, and how the Sports Ministry is going to ascertain the situation, because at the same time they have to manage the federation which the protesters have been demanding since the very first day, that they want the federation, the entire federation to be dissolved.
Exactly.
This is something which could be a bone of contention, because to dissolve or disband entire federation is clearly not that easy, at least for the Sports Ministry. So this is the reason, Aisha, why a couple of round of the meeting between the protesters, wrestlers and Anurag Singh Thakur, who is the Sports Minister, is correctly taking place. And we are here right outside the Sports Minister. In a short while from now, we will see that how the wrestlers have started arriving here. In fact, as per the given details from the highly placed sources in the Sports Ministry, we have been given to understand that all the wrestlers who are part of the protest and the delegation as well to meet the Sports Minister, they have been invited for the breakfast with Anurag Singh Thakur. So in a short while from now, we will see that the action will unfold again. The wrestlers will be here yet again. Vinesh, Phogat, Punia as well. Many of the famous athletes, they will be part of this particular delegation. So once they are here, again the second round of the talks between the wrestlers and the sports minister, it is again going to start. But it needs to be seen as to how the sports ministry is going to make them understand that dissolving and disbanding the entire federation is clearly not easy. But on the other side, they are also going to see the situation unfolding in Gonda as well, where at about 12 p.m. we have been given to understand that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who is the president of WFI, how he is going to put forth his statement, because so far, there were not any of the allegation as far as the conspiracy was concerned. But now we are seeing that this is something which is the fresh twist, so to say, which is going to unfold today. So we need to see that how the action is going to take place, at least today.
Absolutely, and we will continue to track all of these developments. But right now we're heading into a very short break. Do stay with us for more.